Hey y'all, so I'm coming at you with a really quick haul slash review and repurchase of things. But first, so this I bought at Target, but you can get it on Amazon for considerably less, but the times it's taking Amazon to reach me right now, it's taking like a month. It's a long time, and I burned out my previous smart plug, and it's just really a handy thing to have in terms of timers and lights and stuff. So I've never bought this brand. This is the Casa Smart Link, the mini plug set. I bought a 2-pack in case I burned out another one so that I had a backup basically to go. So the one I had previously, I forget. Hold on, I'll tell you which app I used. The Smart Life app, so it was a Smart Life plug. This is the Casa brand, so you have to download it. If you have an iPhone, watch the video on how to connect it, because I spent an hour trying to figure it out, and it was very simple, and I didn't know. So what you have to do is you go in here, and when you go to like connect it, you'll have an option, and it'll be like TP link blah blah, like in your Wi-Fi settings. You have to connect through that, and then go back into the app, and then connect your Wi-Fi to it that way. It's a whole ordeal, okay? But so far it works. The real reason I like these is, and it's probably the reason I burned one up already before, is that I like to use it to put on a timer with my little like portable AC unit. You can't see it, but you can kind of see the hose, because we're going into summer months, so it's hot, and I like to run the AC for like 2 to 4 hours at night because it's hot, okay? And I like to sleep at night. So anyway, so I picked this up. I have found the smart plugs to be very handy things to have in terms of that, and you can also use them, you know, to like set timers for lights, things like that. I have a friend who like swears by them, and this is a new one for me, and I would say so far so good. It was a pain in the butt to figure out how to get it to hook up with my iPhone, so be wary of that. Look up the video. And once you look the video up, it's relatively easy, but I spent an hour like futzing around with it, and I was super mad. It was very frustrating. But I love these smart plugs because you can go in, you can set timers, and mine are connected to my Shmexa. That's my code word for Alexa, if you don't know that. But yeah, you can turn it on, you can turn it off. Can't see that. You can go in and you can set timers and stuff, so like it's just really really nice to have. It's going, in fact it's what's plugged in to run the computer, and I'm obviously filming on my laptop because I'm lazy. So review done in way more than 2 but it's good. Yeah, if you can get it pretty fast from Amazon, I'd probably order it from there. It was on sale on Target, at Target, for $34.99 for the 2-pack. It's not too bad, and I had immediate pickup versus like I think I'd pay like $20 otherwise. But like Target right now, no joke, or not Target, but like Amazon's taking about a month to get stuff here. So for me, it was just worth it to have it because the cost of electricity. I would much rather use a smart plug. It's much more efficient energy-wise. I also, just to throw this in here, I ordered during the Sephora VIB sale, and once again, like, stuff's just taking forever for them to process. Yeah, and it's not like life and death stuff, but, you know, like, I ordered some, like, birthday gifts for people and Mother's Day and, you know, important people in my life. And it took, I saw some people do hauls, and it took like 2 or 3 weeks for some of them, but it took considerably longer for this one. And I shipped a package to Florida, which shouldn't have taken too long, but it did. So they were massively, I guess, overloaded or whatever. But basically all I bought in the sale was this, the Give Me Some Balm. I'm a huge lip balm junkie, and I bought it because it was $29 plus 15% off, and I got a full size of the Pat Mcgrath lip balm. And I've had the Pat Mcgrath balm stick, where one side was a highlighter and the other was basically the lip balm. I love it. So I was like, when I saw this for $29, I was like, yes, please. It's already moved around, but I like a good balmy, oily stick, and it is. It's very, very nice. I also couldn't have cared less about any of these others, and I've tried the sugar lip balms in the past, and I like kind of an oily lip balm, I guess is the way. Like, it feels really moisturizing. It's like an oil, and it just absorbs well. At least for me, that's the texture I kind of like. I want it to almost, like, when I leave it on there for a second and I move it around, it almost gets oily. That's probably a weird description. It's the best I got. I've tried the sugar lip balms before. This one, like, has no tint, has no color. You can see, again, I've used it a lot. I wonder if I got bad balms before because, like, they were really stiff and firm and, like, didn't move, or if it was just an off batch, because I've had other people that have said similar things, but most people love this, and, like, if I had gotten this first, I probably would have been buying full sizes of this a lot longer, like, than I mean, I've never bought one, but this is that very, like, oily, like, balmy texture that I like, so I don't know. I really like it, though. 10 out of 10 would purchase again. It also comes with the Jouer lip treatment, the Tarte lip balm. I don't know. I probably will give that to someone. I purchased 2 of these because it was 15% off. So what I will do is I will insert pictures of this stuff. This is repurchases for me. I'll repurchase this. So I ordered off of Amazon some Belgian pearl sugar because I had bought some of the Belgian brothers. They're a great Liege waffle if you ever want to try Liege waffles. So they have these really giant chunks of pearl sugar. And I was like, well, I've made these before. And I was like, oh. So I ordered it, and I had gotten 2 pounds, and I was super impressed with it. I used this recipe. In fact, I think I did a haul of these before, but I'm down to less than 1 bag. So I am in the process of making some now. I'll show you the dough, and I kind of will talk you through the process and the steps of that. In fact, this may be, I may do a separate video on that, I don't know. But I'll go through the process of that, and so rather than order from Amazon and have it take 6 weeks to get here, I ordered directly from Waffle Pantry, and it cost me $8 in shipping, but it ended up working out very, very well, and I got it in like a week and a half, and that was like on a holiday weekend, so that was really impressive, like, shipping times. And then what I was most excited for is I got some more yeast. So I have probably for about 6 years, this is the only yeast I've used. I have ordered another one because I was so desperately low on my yeast that I was scared I couldn't get any, and it has been hella hard. The price of these yeasts on Amazon have like tripled in some cases for a single 1 pound bag. Now, best place to store your yeast is in the freezer, okay? Best place. You will keep for years. I bought a 1 pound bag of the red SAF yeast. Usually I have both, but I just haven't purchased it because I've just been using the red. The red works fine. The gold is a much better option for things like the Liege waffles, where they've got lots of like sugar and butter, very like high fat content. This is a better yeast. They'll both work. One will just take longer. So I made my croissant bread, my yeasted croissant loaves that I've been making for years and selling at farmers markets with the red last week, and it took forever for it to rise. So it works fine, but it does take a lot longer to rise. So it's a patience thing. But also, this variety of yeast just seems to thrive better, which makes sense because if you think about it, you can culture your yeasts for different things depending on how you do your wild yeast, so it makes sense manufacturing. So anyways, I ordered 2 pounds of my Belgian pearl sugar, which I really love. This recipe on the back, 10 out of 10 would recommend. I don't know why I'm smelling it. I can't smell anything through it. And then I was really excited to get my gold yeast again and to get my red SAF. I do have some stuff coming from Modernist Pantry, and I went ahead and I ordered the red yeast from there because I didn't realize that I could order this from Waffle Pantry. So these two from Waffle Pantry are $14.98. It's like $7 something a piece otherwise. I paid $7.99 for shipping for all this, so I didn't think it was bad. And they ship anywhere in the U.S., including Alaska and Hawaii. So 10 out of 10 would recommend, and they shipped fast. And yeah, I don't live in Florida anymore, so shipping takes a lot longer to get where I live right now. Yeah, so this is good. Would recommend. Have seen just one of these on Amazon running in the like $16 to $20 range at times right now because people are really getting back into baking their own bread, I guess, and there's like a short supply of it because people freaked out about everything that happened. So if you are a bread baker or a baker in general and want these, I would say go get them from Waffle Pantry. And I am happy to give you that link. Not sponsored, but now I've got at least, I mean, I'm baking for a lot of friends. So I have this, and then I have another red one, and then the gold one I use a lot more for my fancy yeasted breads like babka and stuff. But anyways, I really like both of these. These are great. These are professional type yeast that have been used by lots and lots of bakers, professional bakers for years and years, and it's so good. So would recommend, obviously. Okay, so here is my dough that I've been working on. It's gonna rise for a couple of hours. Again, I used my red SAF yeast. It is, you could make it vegan. This one is not because it does have eggs and butter, but you could do substitutions. I generally like flaxseed egg for baking if you're going to go vegan, or if you have an egg allergy, because I have a lot of friends with food allergies, so I've always done lots of alterations. And I was literally, like, you can't see it, but like this, there's not much of this one left, other than the remnants on the bottom. So I was really happy to get that. I have another red yeast coming that is from Modernist Pantry, so we shall see how I like that. I love these waffles. These have been so good. Now, if you don't want to bake these or make these yourself, because it takes 2 to 3 hours rise time, and then you have to go in and you fold it gently into this. If I remember, I will try and get some video of that, but I'm at a Skype party with some friends later, so I like to dunk mine. Oh yeah, we go there. So good. I brought them into work, and usually they disappear in like 5 or 10 minutes. People really love them. They are amazing. They are one of my favorite things, and I make them small. When you buy the Belgian Brothers, they're probably 2 or 3 times that size, but I really love them. They are good. If you, again, don't want to waste your time or don't have the time to do it, I would recommend Belgian Brothers. Theirs are really good. There are other brands out there. I wanted to hook you guys back up. I think that Whole Foods has a brand of like Liege waffles, but I really like the Belgian Brothers, but I love my homemade one. I think it's excellent, and I think the Waffle Pantry's recipe is great. Their website's really great, very easy to use, fairly easy layout. I wish they made the Swedish pearl sugar. They only have the Belgian, but they do have it in like bulkier sizes. I bought a 2-pound set. I'm really happy with that. I mean, they're so good because it's just like these chunks of like crushed pearl, not crushed, but like chunks of pearl sugar. So it gets caramelized, the ones that are on the outside, and then on the inside, it's just like these little chunks of sugar, nuggets of sugar you get every once in a while, and it's like caramelized and baked, and it's in the waffle. It's so good, so good. So, anyways, if I remember, I will like, when I'm done baking and waffle ironing, I don't know, doing these in a few hours, I will show you guys. I will try and remember to take you along in the process, and if not, at some point, I'll probably vlog about it, but I do actually really love this recipe. I would like to try subbing it out with some honey. They use brown sugar, which I really love in it, but I love like that like deep richness you get from brown sugar, so anyhow, I haven't had any desire to really change it. The only thing is I don't add the cinnamon because I'm very stingy with my cinnamon, y'all. And I really love to like dip it in dark chocolate. Although I think I might caramelize some white chocolate and maybe dip some of them in white. I don't know. Or caramelize white. We'll see. You never know. Anyways, hopefully I'll remember to insert some photos or videos or something after this. And I hope you enjoyed watching this haul. Hopefully I remembered to include some videos or photos or something. If you have any questions, suggestions, let me know in the comments section below. And yeah, if you could like, comment, or subscribe, I'd appreciate it. You don't have to, but I'm glad you're here anyways. And I hope you are staying safe, staying sane, and doing okay. You know, like as Smokey Glow says, use your voice in a positive way wherever you are at. So, I always like that. She does that like on her outro. I don't know. So I feel like that's really important to say right now. And I hope you have a wonderful evening, morning, afternoon, whatever it is, wherever you are. I will talk to you later. Bye.